As the sun rose on the 14th of November 1944, USS Slater DE-766 and her crew were steaming north from New York City for Casco Bay, Maine. The tiny warship had been in service for nearly 200 days and had completed 2 trips across the North Atlantic. She and her fellow destroyer escorts were taking a break from convoy duties to fine-tune their skills in the cold waters off Maine. While en route, they were forced to alter course and speed to avoid a fishing trawler. They arrived just after morning muster and cleared the anti-submarine nets at 0914 and anchored 43 minutes later with 30 fathoms of chain to starboard. And that night, they received a batch of rockets. Slater got underway the following morning for some training. An SPD Dauntless made a practice dive on the ship, and her crew tracked it in their gun sights. At 0940, Slater and the Gleaves-class destroyer USS Endicott, DD-495, began their partnership for the day. A robot plane, most likely a TDD-1 target drone, also called Denny-1, was launched. Endicott commenced firing on the drone. At 10:42, Slater launched the rockets she had received the previous day from the bow of the ship. These exercises ended, and Slater proceeded to the northwest corner of Area Mine 1. Upon arrival, Captain's Mass was held. Seaman Second Class Holiday was sentenced to 5 days solitary confinement on bread and water for sleeping in past reveille. After this, her gun crews fired upon a sleeve towed by an airplane. Ship and crew then proceeded back to port and moored starboard side to Pier George. 3,785 gallons of fresh water was received. 4,200 more gallons of fresh water was received the following morning. Lieutenants Lyon and Vinn from USS Elcor, AD-34, came aboard to observe the day's exercises. A fire drill preceded an anti-submarine exercise. Operating with USS Burroughs, DE-105, and USS Ebert, DE-768, Slater commenced an attack operation against the friendly submarine USS S-20. 8 plaster-loaded Hedgehogs were fired. In the afternoon, fires were reported in the machine shop and the after-crew's quarters. Fortunately, it was a drill, and the flames were brought under control within minutes. The day ended when she returned to port and anchored in 22 feet of water with 45 fathoms of chain. On the 17th, Slater's motor whaleboat was reported to be adrift. A boat from Elcor retrieved it and brought it back to the ship. Excessive strain on the bow line had caused it to fail. Seaman Second Class Turner was reported on the binnacle list, and Chief Motor Machinist Mate Pfaff was transferred to the Naval Dispensary. The next day, Slater acted as OCE, as officer conducting the exercise for anti-aircraft exercises. For the next few hours, Slater's guns trained again on a sleeve-towed target. AA training continued on the 19th with the Burroughs, Ebert, Kirkpatrick, Oswald, and USS Somers, DD-381. At the end of the day, the ships, minus Burroughs and Kirkpatrick, sailed south for New York City. It was time for Slater to return to her duties as a convoy escort. She returned to New York on the 20th and moored starboard side to port side of Oswald at the north side of the 36th Street Pier in Brooklyn. And that night, 20,500 gallons of fuel was received. Next week, Slater will set sail for her second convoy to England. Be sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any of our future videos. If you are interested in further supporting the museum, consider becoming a member on our website, ussslater.org. As one of only 5 destroyer escorts left in the world, we rely 100% on public support to continue teaching the contributions of destroyer escorts and their crews. Our Winter Fund Drive is in full swing, and you can make a donation of any size on our website.